Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. So today I will be doing this eyeshadow tutorial for you guys. So to start off, I'm going to take some concealer and blend that into my eyelid. So today I'm going to be using my Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette. I will have the shades on the screen as well. But for this first shade, I'm using Spice Baby. It's this darker brown shade, and I'm going to take a blending brush and blend that on my outer corner and just a little bit into my crease. So next I'm going to take a more tapered blending brush and I'm going to blend out the shade Cocoa Drizzle. It's more of a dark brown shade. I'm blending this out on my outer corner and just a little bit into my crease. I wanted to use this darker shade second because I didn't want my outer lid to be super dark and muddy. So I opted for this shade instead. So for me, I like to take my time blending out my eyeshadow. That way it's just as nice and seamless and just put together as possible. So that's what I'm doing here, is just taking my time blending out both of those shades and just making them flow together. So for my final eyeshadow shade, I'm going to take the shade Falling For You. It's this pretty green shimmer, and I'm going to put that on my lid. Once I'm finished applying that on my lid, I'm then going to go back in with the tapered blending brush and then blend that together. So now I'm going to go back in with that first blending brush I used at the beginning, and I'm just going to blend out my outer lid just a little bit more, just trying to buff everything out. Once I blend that out, I'm going to show you guys what this eyeshadow looks like up close and personal. Here it is. So now we're moving on to the face. I'm using my Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I'm going to apply that on my skin first. So now I'm just going to apply some foundation. This is the same foundation I always use, Too Faced Born This Way. All the products that I use in today's video will be linked down below, or they'll be in the description box. So I like a full face, so I'm going to put on 2 layers of foundation. This is the first layer that I'm putting on, and I'm just going to blend that out onto my face. Also, if you notice my lighting change, I was switching back and forth between using 2 ring lights versus 1. So if you see any other lighting changes where it looks brighter, that's what's going on. Also, who do I need to get in contact with to let Marc Jacobs know to please start making makeup brushes again? This is my favorite makeup brush by him. It is so good. Anyways, once I apply the second layer, I'm then going to go in with some setting spray. Now on my face, I do spray setting spray on my face in between the steps of my makeup. So after my foundation and then after my concealer, I put setting spray on my face. So once I have my foundation blended out, I'm going to take the same 2 concealers I used in my last video, and I'm taking the Sephora collection concealer and putting that underneath my eyes, and I'm going to take the LA Girl concealer and put that on my chin and my forehead and down the bridge of my nose. So now I'm going to clean up my eyeshadow. This is something I normally do before my foundation and concealer, but all I'm doing is taking some leftover concealer that I use as my eyeshadow base, and I put that on the concealer brush just a little bit, and then I'm just going to go in an upward motion just to get a nice angled eyeshadow look. So once I get done with that, I'm going to take a blending brush and blend out my T-zone, so just my chin, the bridge of my nose, and on my forehead. So now I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and just blend my entire face, basically just really trying to make sure that my foundation and concealer is just blended together. So now I'm going to take my setting powder and blend that into my concealer, and I'm going to do this under my eyes only. Once I get done with this, I'm then going to set the rest of my face. So now I'm going to take my Tower 28 contour, apply that on my cheeks. Before I blend that out though, I'm going to go ahead and dust off the rest of this setting powder. And then once I get done with that, I'm going to blend out my contour. Next, I'm going to take my Juvia's Place bronzer palette and I'm just going to place that over my contour. Now that I'm done with my contour and bronzer, I'm going to go ahead and set that with some setting powder. It's the same setting powder from earlier and the same one from my last video. So once I get done with that, I'm going to go back in my Juvia's Place palette and add some bronzer to my T-zone. So just my chin, the Cupid's bow area, and then down the sides of my nose. And then for me, I only apply setting powder on the sides of my nose. Once I get done with this step, I don't put any more on my chin or like my Cupid's bow area. That's just a personal preference thing for me. But once I let that sit on my face for like 15 to 30 seconds, I'm then gonna wipe that off. So now I'm going to go in with my NYX pressed powder. This is the last face powder I'm going to use in today's video. I'm just going to put that all over my face just to make sure everything is just locked and sealed and just ready. Next, I'm going to take my highlighter and I'm going to apply that in my T-zone area and above the arch of my eyebrow. And I'm also gonna add some on my upper cheek area as well. If you notice, I'm doing like this little C motion with my highlighter brush. This is just so that all of my highlighter just connects. So to complete this look, I'm gonna take my NYX lip liner and just line my lips. And I'm also gonna take 2 NYX lip glosses as well. I will have all that listed below if you want to see exactly what I used. So this is the completed look. I really loved how the eyeshadow came out and the rest of my makeup also. But I don't know, this eyeshadow, I just really liked it. And especially the fact that I didn't have to cut my crease was a plus. So thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.